You see those Pinterest boards that we obsess over? Yeah, those ones. I decided to sew mine, literally. So today we are going to be making some matching sets inspired by my favorite Pinterest pins. So let's get started. Hello there, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm Joy, and if this is the first time you're seeing me, I make sewing tutorials, creative upcycling videos, and anything that sews a garment on a budget. If that sounds like something you're interested in, make sure to subscribe down below because I post a video every single Sunday. So let's get into this video now. What am I going to be making? I'm going to be making two matching sets. One is a pajama set, but the top I want it to be more like I can wear out, and the second one is a suit set. So for the matching pajama set, I'm going to be making a really flared short and a shirred asymmetrical top, and for the suit set I'm going to be making an official trouser, and I'm going to be making a long pinafore top. That is only because I do not have enough fabric, I think, to make a coat or a blazer. So can we get started? I'm going to start on the shorts, and I'm going to be making them out of this beautiful fabric right here. It has hearts, it's red, and I love it so much. Now I'm going to be cutting this, and this is the pattern that I'm going to be using. I'm going to cut it as a circular short, or rather what people call circular culottes. So that is the pattern, and if you want to adjust it to your measurements, you could just adjust using the circle skirt patterns. So this is what I have got going on. Beautiful, right? Yeah, I love this so much. I have my crotch right here and on the other side, and my side seams are on fold. That means I have very minimal seams, and that makes this very much beginner friendly. So let's get started. I'm going to be sewing the crotch seams right side stitching. I'm then going to be folding it like this so that the crotch seams match up, and I'm going to be sewing these two seams right here so that I can close up the legs. Okay, so this is done. I am obsessed with how we're looking so far, so good, and I have done the crotch and the in leg, so now it's time to work on this waistband. Now that I'm done, I'm going to be sewing this part right here so that I can close off the elastic, and then I'm going to top stitch so that it stays together. This is how the shorts are looking. I'm going to say they came out perfect. I didn't want them to be like really high-waisted, and that's why you saw that the crotch was a little bit shorter. And this is how we're looking. They look really long from the front, but the back they're really short, and I'm not going to turn because yeah, they're really short. And yeah, I absolutely love them. I love them. I don't know what to say, but I absolutely love these shorts. Yeah, these are the cutest pajamas ever. The second piece is this beautiful top right here, and let me just say it caught my eye. I love asymmetrical tops, and the fact that it's very comfortable, it can be a pajama, and the fact that it is so cute, I can wear it out. So that is the combo I like. I like my garments being multi-purpose, versatile and all. So From the tutorial that I saw, she said I can make this in under an hour, and I believe her. I totally believe her. So you should believe me that you can make this in under an hour. So what you're going to need, you're going to need 2 rectangular pieces of fabric, and they should be a little bit bigger than your shoulders breadth, and the length is whichever measurement that you want, where you want your top to get to. Mine gets to like my navel or just right about there. And what you're going to be needing, you're going to need shirring thread. I'm going to be using black just because this is what I have, and it's going to be on the inside, so no one is going to see this. So I'm going to need this shirring thread. What I'm going to start off by doing, I'm going to start off by hemming everything, especially at the top right here. That is for both pieces. So I'm going to hem at the top and at the sides and at the hem, so that I have like a rectangular piece that is totally hemmed. So I have everything hemmed. This is the top and these are the sides. So the next step, I am going to be joining up at the sides, but first I'm going to be measuring where I want my armhole to start. So I'm just going to place it on my body like so, and I'm going to mark up where my armhole gets to. So that is where I'm going to be sewing. So I'm going to sew from right here to right here. That is right sides touching with the other piece. Okay, so I have the basic structure right here, and it's shirring time. If you do not know how to do shirring, I'm going to refer you to one of my videos, and I'm going to insert it right here so you can know what I'm talking about. I did a top that is totally shirred from top to bottom. Now I'm going to start shirring from the point where I sewed. This is how the top is looking. Let me just say, it's amazing. Let's ignore the shorts for a minute because you already saw that. But come on, just look at that shirring. I'm obsessed. I'm literally obsessed. And the fact that I can wear it 3 ways, I can have like this off shoulder way, like that, whereby both shoulders are off, and I can wear it like one-handed, like that. Do you see that? Yeah, this is my favorite look, and this is the main reason as to why I was making this top. I wanted this type of look, and I can wear it like both shoulders on. And with that, I have this sort of cowl happening right here that I am obsessed with. Like, I am obsessed with this top. It's really late, so let me get to bed, and I will come back tomorrow as we are sewing the other 2-piece set. Hi there, dearest. It's been a couple of days since I made the pajama set, and today we're going to start working on the other 2-piece set, whereby I'm going to be working on a pair of official pants and a very long pinafore top. So I'm going to start off with the pants, and I'm going to be making them in orange, a really beautiful color. I've never owned anything orange. Yeah, I only have one top, so this is what we are working on. I'm going to start off with the pants because I like starting with the harder project and then going to the easier project. And for the trousers, I used the Nasreen pants pattern by Mood Fabric. Let me just say that that pattern is heaven sent. So let me start constructing the trouser. I also have a zipper that doesn't match the fabric at all. So this is the zipper. If you compare it to this, it is a little bit brighter, but as for you, I don't think you can notice the difference, but I can clearly see it. So I'm going to start off by making the fly, and then the pockets, and then the crotch seam, and then the side seam, and then the inleg seam, and the waist area and hemming. And I think that's all I have to do for these pants. Pants are not usually that hard, right? I just pinned the trouser onto the fly and it's stressful. Yeah, I'm not expecting mishaps today. So when mishaps happen, I'm like, the audacity, the audacity. So this is where I'm at. This is how the back looks like. I have done my darts, and I have done my back crotch seam, and this is how my front looks like. I have done my fly at the front, I have made my pleats, and I have done my pockets as well. So now I'm going to be joining the back to the front at the side seam and at the crotch, and I can try everything on. I got a little bit excited because it fits so well, exactly how I wanted it to fit. So on the Nasreen pants, these are very much straight, so I just added a little bit of fabric at the bottom, and for me they look more like straight pants, as you can see, and that's exactly what I wanted. Yeah, I got carried away with styling, and I think this is an outfit. Yeah, I'm about to wear this as an outfit, but other than that, let me just hem the bottom because I also think that the height is perfect as well. So let me just hem the bottom and add up facing at the waist. I still need to take in just a teensy bit at the waist, but I can live without that. I feel like these fit better than when I started making them, but yeah, is this an outfit or not? Yeah, just for your information, this is a scarf that I have turned into a turtleneck, and this is how the back looks. I feel like it doesn't squish my butt, and also it doesn't look that weird. Anyway, that's a weird angle. Is this better? Yeah, I think it looks better. Anyway, let me finish it off because I am so excited. The pants are done, and let me just say they look so freaking cute. I love them. I just improvised a waistband because I did not have enough fabric to create a real waistband, but it looked cute nonetheless. So I am not going to be showing you how this has turned out. I think you already saw, but I'm not going to show you like fully how it looks like because we're going to save that for when we make the pinafore top. But yeah, it's going to be a very good pop of color when it comes to my outfits. So let's move on to the pinafore top. For the pinafore top, I have this rectangular piece of fabric, and it's not that big. It gets to like right here, and then at my hips, and this is what I'm going to be using to create the pinafore top. So I already have hemming done on one long side, and I have hemming done on the two bottom sides. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hem on one side. So if yours is not hemmed, go ahead, hem on the two long sides and then hem on the two short sides. And yeah, the rectangle is like twice, so I'm going to create the neckline at the center, but let's hem first. Okay, so I have my neck hole done. This is how she looks like, and I'm just going to be folding it inwards and making a rolled hem. And then I also cut out the straps, or rather the ties that I'm going to be using, and I'm just going to make them into a tube and then turn them inside out. This is how we're looking at the neckline. Yeah, it's a very little, should I call it a rolled hem or a baby hem? Either way, it's cute. And I have straps attached at the back, so the only thing that is left is wearing this. This is how we're looking. Honestly, I am not going to complain. I love how everything has turned out. I have tried styling it just like the inspo with a shirt, like a very oversized shirt underneath, and I am not quite sure about the shirt. The color though, that I'm sure about. I even paired with like some lilac shoes just for the vibes, and I think I love this. I love the pinafore top, and it's a great way to have a matching set if you do not have like a lot of fabric, for example us who use thrifted fabrics, because I know that that is a very big challenge. But I love this. The pants are not like going with my body, or rather what we call like pencil trousers. They're like a little bit straight, not like 100% straight, but just a little bit straight. I am not a fan of the height though. Yeah, I know someone as short as I am complaining about the length of pants. Never have I ever seen that. But I like my trousers covering up a little bit of my shoes, so that is the only reason as to why I'm complaining. But I do not know what has changed today, because I usually make this a little bit shorter and they fit. Maybe I'm growing tall. Yeah, that's just delusion. Anyway, this is how the top part of the pants look like, because I realized that that is not very much visible. And I love them. They fit so perfectly. You see how I'm talking about the fact that they are not straight as much, but the straight, yeah, love them. Love them, obsessed with them, obsessed with this color. Can we talk about this color? Obsessed. Anyway, I'm talking too much, and this is where I'm going to leave y'all. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed every single piece and you loved every piece. Let me know what you think about all these pieces in the comments, and also let me know which piece is your favorite and what you want me to make next, because I am definitely making my Pinterest board again. I have so many beautiful pieces over there, and if you've not checked out where I made like accessories from Pinterest, I will link it somewhere up here, not sure where, but I will link it. Make sure you check that out, because I also made really pretty pieces. Yeah, it should actually be your next video. Anyway, I hope you're subscribed, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.